Well, the rush to safe havens continues. Gold is right around $5,600 an ounce. Silver is at 120. Both of those are record highs. Metals have been skyrocketing on industrial demand and geopolitical issues. Toyota seeing strong sales. Sales of the company's main Toyota and Lexus branded vehicles were up more than 3% from a year ago. The growth was helped by demand for hybrids such as the Prius and the RAV4 models. Toyota's strength in the U.S. came despite aggressive tariffs. And Starbucks hosting an investor day today in New York City, and executives expected to share more about their vision for the company. The coffee chain has been in turnaround mode under a new CEO. Menu changes like the protein cold foam have helped Starbucks draw both loyal and infrequent customers. An AI model developed by Google's DeepMind could transform our understanding of DNA and its impact on disease and medicine discovery. That's according to researchers. Called Alpha Genome, the model would help scientists discover why subtle differences in our DNA put us at risk of conditions such as high blood pressure, dementia, and obesity. The AI model could be used to add another piece of the puzzle for the discovery of drug targets and ultimately the development of new drugs. Well, Mark Zuckerberg plans to ramp up Meta's artificial intelligence-related spending in the new year. Although investors have previously expressed concern about Meta's AI spending, they took comfort in the company's latest results, which were driven by online ads. Zuckerberg said Meta will keep investing in infrastructure to train leading AI models and deliver personal superintelligence to billions of people and businesses around the world. Well, Tesla is getting deeper into robotics. CEO Elon Musk says it will reveal the third generation Optimus robot in the next couple of months. Now, this robot is intended for mass production. Tesla is getting so deep into robots, in fact, it will kill off the Model S and X vehicles and convert a California factory just to build robots. Microsoft continued to spend big on AI while profit jumped 60%. Microsoft is spending on data center capacity as the demand for AI computing power outweighs supply. The company said that revenue in the most recent quarter was $81 billion, and Microsoft's Azure business, a closely watched segment that is indicative of the traction of its AI business, was up 39%. President Trump had threatened to attack the Islamic Republic of Iran if it killed protesters during a mass uprising earlier this month. Now, so far, Trump has not acted on that threat, but it is still sending oil prices higher. U.S. Central Command said the Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group had arrived in the Middle East to protect regional security and stability. Trump warned Tehran yesterday to make a deal on its nuclear program or risk an attack. Starbucks said its turnaround efforts are bringing more people to its cafes. The world's largest coffee chain reported sales are up in the U.S., where customers are placing orders that helps same-store sales increase by 4%. Starbucks visits surged after the company introduced holiday beverages, held its annual Red Cup Day promotion, and released a coveted Barista Cup. President Trump is reportedly thinking about a state fuel tax cap, a move he argues could ease the pain, especially for California drivers, and see motorists pay 40% less at the pump. It's unclear if Trump would pursue that cap through an executive order or with legislation in Congress. Under state law, California's state fuel tax increases every year on the 1st of July to adjust for inflation. And a major sugar industry group is urging the U.S. Department of Agriculture to raise its standards for sugar imports, saying current requirements permit low-grade products into the country. The Sweetener Users Association said many food companies require refined sugar of higher purity than the government currently mandates. And the group says this will allow for the higher quality sugar to be more a part of American diets. From the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with your Ag and Energy Report. A major sugar industry group is urging the Department of Agriculture to raise its standards for sugar imports, saying current requirements permit lower grade products into the country. The Sweetener Users Association said many food companies require refined sugar of higher purity than the government currently allows. And this says that this higher quality sweetener could be part of Americans' diets. Well, an AI model developed by Google's DeepMind could transform our understanding of DNA, and That could impact disease and medicine discovery, according to researchers. Called Alpha Genome, the model could help scientists discover while subtle differences in our DNA put us at risk of conditions like high blood pressure, dementia, and obesity. The AI model could be used to add another piece of the puzzle for the discovery of drug targets and ultimately the development of new drugs. And despite the popularity of weight loss drugs, the number of obese Americans is expected to rise by 19 million by 2035. That's according to a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, and it says women were more affected than men overall, and that southern states had a higher number of people living with obesity. Adults ages 45 to 64 had the highest rates of obesity, while younger women under 35 experienced the fastest rise in numbers in recent years. From the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Here's to your health.